There we go. Right then. We've done times, telling the time. We've done times of the day. We've done today, tomorrow, this week, next week, early and late we did with time. Let's do a couple of things to do, more to do with the weeks. So, I've done next week and last week, but I could say in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, hand open, 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, yeah, same thing. You could say every week by doing this. Here is our week, and we're going to go every week, every week. You could then change that to every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Or you might want to say twice every week, and that would be twice every week. Yeah? 3 times every 2 weeks, maybe. Those are to do with our weeks. Good. Okay. Let's do to do with months then. Month, as I mentioned, I think is just an M, month. And so you could say next month, in the future, next month, last month, last month. And when we do that, we sign the last and the next before month. So, for example, if we were saying a month ago, 1 month ago, we wouldn't say 1 month ago, we'd say. And that's something that's really important in the grammar of BSL, because there are no tenses. We need to say the time period, the timing before anything else. So if it's in the past, before, we say that first. If it's in the future, we say that. If it's I'm going to the park this evening, we say this evening first. If we were saying yesterday I walked the dog, we need to say yesterday first, otherwise it's like I'm walking the dog yesterday. Doesn't make as much sense. Obviously that's kind of a language feature, spoken language feature, but it wouldn't make logical sense to do that in sign language. So we need to sign our time periods first. So next month, last month, okay? Just like we had every week, we could have every month. I'm gonna show you every year first because it works better. Just a second. Yeah, I've rethought what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you every year first because it's a bit nicer. Every year goes like this. Well, next year, start with the basics. Next year, it's our 2 fingers touching, and next year is a little circle. Next year. And if you were looking from the left towards the stationary hand, the non-dominant hand, it would be clockwise. Now for you in the video, that might be switched, but it's clockwise as I'm looking at it. Now, last year is last year, yeah? It's anti-clockwise this time if we were looking at our stationary non-dominant hand. Anti-clockwise. So, next year, last year, every year. And if we wanted to make it really clear, I don't tend to, but I see other signing people often, other people signing, when they sign next year, they just throw a little Y in at the end because the sign for year is just Y. Month, year, next year, every year, every 3 years, 5 years ago. Oh, sorry, 4 years ago. That kind of thing. Yeah. Now, month uses the same sort of idea. Every month is like every year, but we do an M in between every one. It's a little bit clumsy. It's not as nice. So it's M, M, M. Yeah, M. I've not really got to work around to make that any smoother, any nicer. There you go. So we have done all of the time periods that I hoped we would. Times of the day, times of the week, month, year. Cool. There we go. It was a bit of a longer video. What can you do?